Hey, good afternoon. I just stepped into the office. Um Wanted to do a little recording today, try see how it works. And I started biking in 1984, left biking in 2005 to buy my own truck and start my own business. We're now known as J&V Burkhardt Trucking. My wife retired from the Air Force, and when I left Viking, or FedEx, I should say, uh, we decided to go in as a team operation, buy our own truck, and start our own trucking business. And it's all pretty good so far. We have been in business now for 10 years, and we run basically, I wouldn't know why I left FedEx, because basically what we run is a Conway dedicated run from Sacramento to Los Angeles to LaSalle, Illinois, and then from LaSalle, Illinois, I usually go pick up glass at Freightliner. If I don't pick up the glass at Freightliner, then I go to the load board, and there's something there always to get me back to Sacramento. And we're home on Sundays and Mondays. Today is Sunday, and we'll go back again, start our work week again on Tuesday with the Conway. So basically, that's where we're at today, and things are doing really well. We're an incorporation now. Got one truck, and we're leased on to just signed a new lease with Heartland, and looking at some great aspects as far as growing and doing more. Am I going to buy another truck? No, I would never buy another truck. One truck is more than enough. You'd be surprised how much work I I've got to do just to keep this office and operational and everything here at the house, and repairs and just everything in general is just overwhelming some days, and all the new FMCSA regulations they've got out there now, and taxes, and anyhow, that's just the business part of it. But I just wanted to do this video and kind of let you know where I'm at. Living in Sacramento, small story I can remember that when I first started with Viking was I started in San Bernardino, and we had just taken on the J.C. Penney's freight, and Mike Taylor was in charge of that. God rest the man, because he did pass this last year, unfortunately. Great man. Mike Taylor was a very close friend of mine. He used to always call me Bronco Billy, because I was a dedicated Denver Broncos fan, still am, or always will be. And with him playing with the Pittsburgh Steelers, it was just great. It was good times at Viking. We go way back, and then when he moved to Whittier, and they took the J.C. Penney's freight from San Bernardino to Whittier, and became a larger operation. He asked me if I was interested in coming, and I told him I was very interested. So I went and transferred from San Bernardino to Whittier, and was helping on the J.C. Penney's account and that. And then they fell short of yard hostlers one day, and he says, would you be interested in driving a yard hostler? And I said, well, I never did it. And he says, well, go get out there and try it. The man never asked if, well, you need to go through training and this and that, learn how to use it, this and that. The man just said, go do it. That's how the way of Viking was. Here, go try it, go do it. You can do it. So I jumped out there, jumped in a hostler, and away I went. Had a radio. They called out the doors, and we worked together. And there was like 4 or 5 of us hostlers, and it worked out really good. So I kind of started my driving career there, and it was quite an interesting week that I started there. And we went and started moving the J.C. Penney's, and then I came back up on the dock, and then I went out in the yard hostler back and forth. But it was all really good. I learned a lot at that time, And from there, I went into the driving trainers, went into the driver, not trainer, but driver's class, learned to become a driver, went through the course, and did I think it was 6 or 8 weeks of driver training, learning how to drive, and then we went to Santa Clara and did our final test up there with Terry Stambaugh, and it was quite an interesting a week up there also of doing testing of the hazmat and everything. And then from there I became a driver and had a local route in Whittier. And shortly after that, transfer came up to go to Fontana. And from Fontana, I was a local driver there. I ran a Palm Springs route, which was a really nice route. And then from there, basically, it just became one great thing after another. And I got so much more I could tell you. And we're just going to cut it there because I'm going to come back. I got some more stories to tell you and to continue on from there. And Ben, I wanted to let you know, heaven and earth is still there. Heaven and earth. You know all about heaven and earth, I know, because we stopped there one time when you ran out of Sacramento to Eugene. And you told me about heaven and earth, and I stopped there one time, and it's still there and still functioning and operating. And oh, one other thing I want to ask. Does anybody know, did we make a VPEP this week?